All right, so this is a suggestion via Discord. The name of the video is Elon Musk. I still can't believe this is real. All right, guys, let's check it out. Let's jump into it.
I can't think of two better people to put in charge of this initiative than Elon Musk and Ramaswamy, because they're from the private sector. They're not taking a salary. They're not interested in getting a federal pension someday. They're interested in doing the right thing for the taxpayers and for the American people. And if they have a Congress to work with them, we're going to get some things done.
This can be really interesting.
Semi-valid.
Ready to clean house.
Semi-valid.
Celebrating the D.C. outsiders to lead the Department of Government Efficiency. Elon Musk on X earlier today. I still can't believe Doge is real, but I think it's actually going to work. With us now, someone who knows the tech titan better than any of us. His mother is May Musk with a new book out called A Woman Makes a Plan. Good title. Good morning to you, and thank you for your time.
Good morning.
What has he told you about the transition so far?
Well, you know, I went to Mar-a-Lago for a gala, which was really fantastic. Everybody was so excited and happy and glamorous, and we just see a better future. So that was just a wonderful evening. And then the next day...
Guys, I'm sorry. Hold on, guys. Where is Elon Musk from, guys? I don't know his life story. It sounds like she is from South Africa. Is he? Hold on. I'm sorry.
We spent, and I kind of sat down while he had meetings, which I love, because then they were talking about what they're going to do. And Vivek was there too for some of the meetings, and I just sat listening, and I thought, well,
really?
I can't tell anybody what they're saying.
Bro, Elon Musk is African American? Really? Okay. All right. Wait. Okay. I'm just trying to, all right, let's go.
And I just sat listening, and I thought, well, I can't tell anybody what they're saying, except now it's all over X and all over the news. Yeah. So at least they're telling everybody. And they just can't believe how many buildings are empty, how many people don't go to work, how many people don't know their colleagues because they've never met them.
Right.
They don't see them, they don't know what they're doing. And then they joked and they said, oh, I bet they're using COBOL. So now that's very funny for tech people.
Yeah.
For me, I had to look it up.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's like the old systems.
Yes.
And it must be shocking for somebody who is so advanced technologically to then go to the government and say, what are these things that you're using? It's interesting that
antiquated
the
nonsense
idea of government efficiency, it comes up over and over again. But there is some hope that this time it could actually make a difference. And Fareed Zakaria from CNN thinks it's possible. Watch.
Wow.
Let's hear it.
In fact, a good part of the rage that has built up among parts of the Republican base over decades has been centered on the notion that party leaders have promised repeal again and again, but never delivered. With Doge, we may finally get an effort to actually deliver on the central Republican promise of the last 70 years.
Okay.
And we will find out what America thinks of it.
Guys, I find it interesting. Like, as of lately, I don't know if you guys have been following along here, guys, but like MSNBC along with CNN have stopped their overt bias, let's say. They have, it seems. They realized that with Trump winning the popular vote, that maybe the ideologies and the things they're basically constantly supporting and pushing are not actually valid to the massively popular, I guess, current, upcoming administration, I guess, right? They're just not, they're not on the right side of history, I'm guessing, at least. But I do find it interesting that they're definitely changing, and I find that cool and interesting. Now, when it comes to Doge, I do think that as long as things are done in a way that everyone is going to benefit from, I think that's completely fine, right? Lowering the deficit is great, but it does seem like we're going to be entering into WW3 soon due to Ukraine, guys, right? It does feel like that. So how in war times, let's say, would we be able to still lower the deficit, or would that even matter by any means? I mean, a couple of $1 trillion being shaved off would be absolutely amazing, but we're going to be dumping copious amounts of funds into this new kerfuffle, guys.
About how your son Elon Musk has been told many times this will never work. it can never happen. That's impossible. And he's like putting rockets into space. This is something that he can do.
Yes, and it's going to be quite easy because they're going to, start with what did you do this past week, and then also come into the office, and just those two will eliminate a lot of people, and rightly so. Because if you didn't have to come in and prepare things, it makes things much easier.
One thing I was thinking about, there are a lot of alpha males in that room. I mean, between Donald Trump and your son and Vivek and all the others, how are they going to make this work?
Oh, they're going to make it work. Yes, they're all on the same page. There's a lot of women, of course, as well, that will be involved. And they all have the same goal to make America economically viable again,
And Susie Wiles,
I would love a hat that says that. I'm not going to lie.
there is the chief of staff to make sure everybody stays on task. So your book is called A Woman Makes a Plan. And one of the things I saw you say is that you never planned to leave the Democratic Party, but they might have left you. Adam Schiff.
They left a lot of people. Like, a lot of people don't even like Trump, bro. Let's just be honest here. Whenever someone speaks about Trump, they generally say, oh, he's done all these other he's said all these things. I don't always agree. Nonsense. We know. You just don't like Trump. The majority of people who voted for Trump do not like Trump at all. They really ended up voting for the party. They just voted against what the Democrats are promoting. That's the reality of this election year, guys. And I love to see that. I do not like the concept of giving loyalty specifically to some overlord, but give it to the overall platform that is actually looking to deliver something that would benefit the American people. That's how you break echo chambers, guys. I love that.
Is a Democrat who just won, he's a congressman, I'm sure you probably know, now just won his Senate seat. Watch here what he says about blame.
For too many millions of battleground voters, working people, they don't think we represent them. And we have to make that case anew. I think
you don't.
The entire Democratic Party bears a responsibility, myself included, and the former president. The existential question is, if you're working hard in America, can you still earn a good living? And too many people doubt that that's possible.
And so the Democrats are trying to find their footing. You talk about making a plan. Do they have one?
Yes, they... I don't know what kind of plan they can have, because the media has to change and the politicians have to change and stop being mean and nasty and dishonest. Because, as I say, they used to always hate on Elon for 15 years, but I trusted them with the other news, where they hated the Republican Party, they hated Fox News. And then I realized, no, they are dishonest in all
in
aspects.
general. Right.
I've watched a lot of your interviews. You were a registered Democrat, right?
I was, yes.
And you called them malicious and dishonest.
Yes.
And then you said, they'd say Elon is terrible, and I'm thinking, why are they lying about Elon?
Exactly.
That was your change?
Yes, that was, well, just that...
Generally, people are not going to change unless something actually affects them. Example being, look at all the, quote-unquote sanctuary cities, look at these places. You'll start to realize that the only reason why people have decided to change their overall ideology is because they were finally affected by the migrant crisis. That's the reality here, guys.
They actually made it even worse for him. And then I said, well, maybe they're lying about everybody else as well. And it made me angry. I used to actually post people who like the New York Times, CNN, or MSNBC, and the journalists involved, and say, shame on you, but nobody cared. And I'm talking about 8 years ago I was doing that. And it will change now.
So this book is called A Woman Makes a Plan. I'm excited to read it. What do you think is like some of the top 2 messages in here for people who would be your reader?
First of all, at the age of 76, I'm on your show, and you can still be smart and active and working a lot. And then also make your children independent and responsible for their own choices, because that's what my 3 kids do.
And that's in the book. You have something there. Yeah, I can't wait to read that part of it.
Yes.
Mae Musk, thank you so much for being with us today. Glad to know that you're in New York. We might call upon you again. Okay, it'd be good to see you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Mae.
All right, guys. And again, I would love for Doge to be a thing that has the ability to cut spending. waste, guys. I would love that. I would love for our tax dollars to actually go towards things that are actually, that mean things to the United States of America, not specifically people that have never paid into the tax code. I am not for giving free rides to a single person. I never had a free ride. I would not give a free ride to a single person. That's pretty much how that is, guys. I have been working for a really long time in my life. I've had some accolades, let's say, before YouTube. I stepped into YouTube. I'm doing this now, guys, right? But the thing is that, guys, you don't get a free ride. You get what you work for. That's it, bro. Like, you have to get into that mindset. You need to. Like, that's the only way I think we're all going to get better. But the ones who just sit there, stand, and complain about how things are not going good in their life while they have their hand out, it's just like, bro, there's only so long you can do that. I do think that a lot of these government programs, specifically if they're meant to aid or assist people who are absolutely struggling, I think these should all be timed events, guys. I think this is a lifetime thing. It should be, at least. So people can push for greatness, right? If you're given something consistently, I'm not sure you have the ability to even understand what you're actually capable of as an American citizen. You are in a position, a much stronger position than the rest of the world generally. Name a country, you're in a stronger position than them. Like, even people who are impoverished, excessively impoverished, living beneath the poverty line, are still better off than some people who are not, beneath the poverty line in other countries, guys, right? So you have the opportunity. Every single person does. America has more self-made millionaires than anywhere else on this planet. Okay, work for it, push for it, thrive for greatness. That's it, guys. Strive for greatness. Apologies. But either way, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. This is my lightsaber. Hey, guys. You guys subscribe to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Oh, also, Mr. L. Boyd Discusses. Guys, check it out. And if you haven't heard it today, it's amazing.